Just because we're on quarantine, that don't mean that we're not going to be annoyed by stuff. And just because we're annoyed by stuff doesn't mean it's not tolerable. Like, it's tolerable, it's still annoying. What up, people, and welcome back to the channel. Well, hope all you guys are doing well. I pray that you all are doing well and that we are getting through this together, staying safe and in good health. But with all that being said, let's just talk about it. The whole grocery thing. Like, we all know that you're supposed to disinfect everything, when you're traveling, doing what you have to do. But grocery has always been an issue for me. Not even to say issue, it's just an annoying task. It is an annoying task. It's one of those tasks that you have to do, but you don't feel like doing, but it needs to be done for your family. That's what I figure. That's what groceries is for me. On the other hand, I love seeing my fridge stocked and my pantry stocked. Like, I don't like when I'm getting low on stuff, so it's like a necessity, but an annoying necessity. So the whole process with grocery now is like so annoying. You gotta get the groceries, put it in the cart, take it to the register, take it out the cart, put it on the conveyor belt, get it rung up, take it out, put it back in the cart, take it to your car, put it in your trunk, get home, take it out the trunk, take it in your house. Now that's the original OG, you know, transition. But now we add to that by taking it out the bag and disinfecting. When I tell you, it took me 45 minutes to unpack my groceries and disinfect. It was ridiculous. Like, we had to had a train transaction. Hubby took it out the car, put it on a rug. I take it from the rug, take it out the bag, take individually out the bag, disinfect, put on the counter, and then put it in the correct place. When I say it took an hour just to unpack and disinfect, you guys, it's like groceries was annoying, but it's even more annoying because if you're at home for this long quantity of time, you're clearly eating more, so you have to shop for more. And it's just so annoying, have to disinfect everything, even though it goes in the fridge. Like, gee whiz, people, it was like an hour and 30 minutes. Like, I was like so done. I hate doing groceries right now. Like, it takes too long of a process. It's annoying. Just leaving and coming home to do anything is annoying. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not a complaining situation, or is it? Don't get me wrong. Like I said, groceries are a necessity. We all home, we gotta eat. I'm just saying. It just adds to the list of annoying things that you're going through while we're sitting here on quarantine. Just because we're on quarantine, that don't mean that we're not going to be annoyed by stuff. And just because we're annoyed by stuff doesn't mean it's not tolerable. Like, it's tolerable, it's still annoying. So I can complain about it in my own house, it's still annoying. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna get it done. It has to be done. I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna do it, but that does not mean that it's not annoying. But anyway, on another note, so, you know, being home a lot, you kind of fall into this whole repetition of doing the same thing every day, and you kind of lose track of days. Like, honestly, I bought this little calendar thing from the Dollar Tree, and that was like months back, and it was still in the package, and I opened it, and it has the month and the days, and I kind of use that to kind of give me a mental um, remembrance of what day it is. Like, either me or my daughter set the day, because honestly, days go by like clockwork, and you forget what day it is. It ain't no school board or kids coming home with homework and specifying days. No, they are home doing their school. You logging in and doing your work, so it's very easy to lose track of what day it is, and that's been happening. Anyway, so one thing that I learned through this process is when you having that repetition of days, and days start to blend and merge, and it gets to the point of boredom, you want to find some new interest, anything. what hubby and I did was something we've been talking about for a very long time, and it's ironic how this quarantine situation is kind of re-emerging ideas that were just sitting on the shelf and you were too busy to get to it. Now you have all the time in the world. It's getting hot in your ear. So now you go back on that shelf, revisit that shelf, and start picking out the projects and things that you had were talking about. Like I'm talking years. So we opted to get fishes for the kiddos now. And it would just so happen that one of his close friends had an empty tank. So we went and got the kids fishes. And let me tell you something. Like when you have something to look forward to in the day, it kind of gives the next day a new meaning. Like it's sometimes hard for a child to understand why they're doing things, especially if number one is not being explained, or if it's two, it's the same repetition. Like it gets to the point where they're doing things just to do it. But if you give them something to look forward to, something different, something out of the box, it almost make it look like, oh, I got to get up and get this done. Like I don't know how it is where you are in your school board system, but I've watched other videos, and I've heard other people talk about how their teachers are actually engaging with their kids. They have video conferences like every day. They actually have a Zoom or some type of virtual class setting where the teacher can see the kids and the kids can see their classmates, and they kind of make it somewhat feel like school so that they still get that social interaction without being socially in the room. We don't get that, okay? It's been what, almost 5, 6 weeks of quarantine, and my kids have seen their teachers twice. Twice. And my daughter has seen her classmates out of those 2 times once, and it was just 2 kids. So not every school, not every district, not every teacher is actually making it sociable for their students. Like my daughter teacher is simply uploading assignments and grading them. Pretty much it. Like that's it. So she's not getting the social interaction from her classmates because she don't see her classmates, and she barely sees her teacher. So the only real social interaction she gets is with us and through Roblox or Fortnite. And that's virtual in a way, but she don't know these people, have never seen these people, but that's it. So giving them something to be sociable about, yeah, I mean, fishes are sociable creatures, okay? Like, believe it or not, after they get adapted to you, they learn your body heat and your body temperature. So when they feel you come near the tank, they kind of create that bond. And after we got the fishes, literally we sat there for like 30 minutes watching the fishes, watching the tank. Like they got names right now. They develop personality. Like we got this one that my husband called Cookie Monster because he's greedy as crap. Literally, he figured out that when we feed the fish, most of the food kind of gets sucked into the filter or around the filter or underneath the filter, and he figured that out. So now what he does is he goes to the back of the tank. There's a little suction part you can see, and he'll eat the food, but he'll chase the other fishes away from that spot. Like, this is my spot, you're not coming here, this is not your food, this is my food. Literally would chase them away. That is his, and that's how he got the name Cookie Monster, because he greedy. Okay, then you got the bottom feeder, Corey. Now, I happen to give this one a name because it's a corridor catfish. So I figured the easiest way to remember the name of the fish is to name them something similar to their breed, Corey. Then you have Sunset that my daughter gave, which she has that characteristic because she's a little more chill. Then you have Finley with the long fin. And then you have Petit, because it's the smallest fish. And then, let's not forget the little guppies my son named. We call them the Perrys. Ain't that smart? My son happened to be in love with Phineas the First, specifically Perry. So that's how they got that name, because they got that little aqua bluish green thing going on. So they got that name, the Perrys. There's 4 of them. They always doing everything together. They always in a group. They're always alike. There's no real distinction between the 4. So we call them the Perrys. And you know what? That's been a new addition, and honestly, it's actually giving them something to look forward to in the day. She actually wakes up in the morning ready to feed the fish. Um, Typically, you're supposed to feed them 2 or 3 times a day, according to the fish breed. We feed ours twice. So, because my husband is in love with this tank, he actually spent a lot of time researching and getting the tank prepped. Like, I had no idea the amount of prep work that goes. Let me just tell you, like, we had fishes growing up, but it wasn't that serious. It wasn't that serious. Like, we got the typical goldfish because they were the cheaper ones, the easier maintained, blah blah blah. These are a little bit more high maintenance. Now they're not like betas. Now betas, they're like not in my house too much, but these fish are a little bit more tropical, high maintenance fish. When I say, I mean, things change. Like, you have to prep the tank and test the water and get all this stuff and express this stuff. Like, I didn't remember it being that complicated, but he took a lot of time in doing all the prep work. And this is the first time I could actually say we got fishes that didn't die. Like, they all survived from the pet store to the home, and none of them died. They all survived. So all that prep work and stuff, that means something is all serious, because I don't remember doing that or seeing my parents do that when we were younger. We just bought the fish, put them in the tank in the bag, let it float, and then release them, and then some would die and some would survive. And we just thought that was the circle of life, you know. That's what it is. It's funny. But you know what, guys, that's my highlight right now. Like, it's the simplest things right now that could bring a little, you know, brightness to the situation, because we can't really do much or go anywhere. Yeah. And those are the 2 highlights. Now, the one other thing I want to talk about, because I know you're probably getting sick of me rambling on about some fishes for people quarantine. Okay, so another one thing I want to talk about is trying to regulate my videos. Like, I'm trying to make it more consistent, because I know I have not been. Like, I will try to record, edit, and upload when I can, because I am still working. I am an essential worker. I'm not like the frontliners. Like, I'm not in the medical or protect and serve, or not the frontliners. I'm maybe like the third line, you know, not necessarily the front. And this is not to make sure, it's just the third line, like, you know, where you have to work with kids on the spectrum. And if you have a child with special need, you will understand the essential necessity and support while we're going through this virtual learning. Because right now, the way that things are set up, it is not set up easily for kids with special need. Like, it's just not working, especially with the lower functioning kids. It's not working easily for them. So in that sense, it makes me an essential worker. Yeah, so with that being said, I will try to regulate my videos, and my plan is to try to upload on Fridays. So that's what I'm going to try to do, working around my work schedule, my kids' home schedule, and everything else that I have to do. I will try to stay consistent with that, and if not, I will try to give you guys an update. But that is my plan and my process here going forward. So thank you for the few that's been sticking with me. I know I don't have a lot of subscribers or followers, and that's okay with me. I'm fine. Like I said, I do this because I like it. I'm not doing it to gain anything from it other than support and to support other people. If there are 10, 20 other views on a video, that just means that 18 or 19 other people other than me like my video and watch my videos, and I'm okay with that. Like, I'm overly done with doing things because you have to do it. Like, if I want to watch a video, I want to watch a video because I want to, not because I have to. And I want people to feel the same. I don't want anyone to feel like they're obligated to watch my video. I want you to watch it because you want to and you like it. So if you do like this video, give it a like, let me know that you like it, and tell me something about that you want me to do in the future. I'm open to ideas. Like, we got time. So with all that being said, I will see you guys in another video. Bye.